Today, I'm showing you the 7 worst states to buy real estate in 2026 and why so many buyers get trapped in them. Buying a home in 2026 is hard enough. High rates, low supply, insane insurance, and costs that makes no sense, but some states make it way harder, and people end up stuck, stressed, or underwater before they even realize it. So today, I'm breaking down the 7 worst states to buy real estate in 2026 and the real reasons you should pause before moving there. Here's what's coming. States with the worst price jumps, states with painful taxes and insurance, states losing people fast, states with landlord laws that destroy returns, and the states where you can buy a house but never win financially. Stay until the end because state number 1 is the most shocking. Most people think it's safe, but it's one of the toughest markets in the country right now. And yes, this video took a lot of work, data checks, research, and breaking everything down into simple words that you can trust. You clicked because you wanted to know which states to avoid in 2026. So let's jump straight into the list. I'll tell you the state, the problem, and what happens to people who buy there. And remember, this is not hate. These are real financial risk. Let's start with number 7. All right, California is number 7 because buying here feels like trying to catch a falling knife. First problem, prices are too high for average incomes. Even with price dips in some cities, the mortgage payments crush most buyers. Second, property taxes hit hard because prices start high and stay high. Third, insurance is becoming a nightmare. Companies are leaving the state because of wildfires. Many homeowners can't get coverage without paying insane premiums. And the biggest trap, people buy here thinking they'll ride the wave, but the wave is uneven. Some areas fall while others rise. You can spend $800,000 and still feel house poor. California isn't dead, but it's dangerous for new buyers in 2026. Number 6 is New York. And New York is tough for simple reasons. Income taxes and property taxes, old homes that need expensive repairs, slow job growth outside major cities, rising insurance in storm-heavy areas, population leaving for cheaper states. If you buy at the wrong time or in the wrong area, it can take years just to break even. And here's a trap. People think New York is always a good investment, and that's not true. Some counties haven't even recovered from past price dips. For most people, New York is a tough buy. So if California and New York are only number 7, number 6, you can already imagine how bad the next 5 are. The next states have faster population loss, higher insurance problems, lower job strength, worse landlord laws, and worse price to income ratio. Let's keep going. Number 5 is Illinois. Illinois is painful for one huge reason. People are leaving fast. When people leave a state, demand drops. When demand drops, prices weaken, but taxes, they stay high. Illinois has some of the highest property taxes in the entire country, slow job growth in many areas, aging infrastructure, weak appreciation outside Chicago, and a long trend of negative population growth. Buyers often feel stuck here because selling later can be slow and painful. A home should give you freedom. It should not be trapping you. Number 4 is New Jersey. And New Jersey is tough to buy for 3 reasons. Number 1, property taxes. New Jersey has the highest property taxes in America. Many homeowners pay more in taxes than they do on their car payments. The second is insurance pressure. Storm costs are rising. You can see premiums going up almost every single year. And the third is limited inventory. Homes are old, squeezed together, and expensive. New construction is limited, so prices stay high even when the economy struggles. People think New Jersey is great because it's close to New York City and Philadelphia, but the math does not work for most families. Now, these last 3 states are the real danger zone. The last 3 states on this list aren't just bad deals. They have major financial traps that crush new homeowners. Insurance companies pulling out, climate risks that raise long-term costs, landlord laws that make renting a nightmare, job markets that don't support home prices, and the population leaving faster than homes can sell. Let's run through them. Number 3 is Florida. Florida used to be one of the best places to buy a home. Now, Florida is becoming one of the most expensive insurance states in the country. Insurance companies leaving, homeowners paying triple premiums, climate risks rising, flood zones expanding, older homes becoming uninsurable. This makes Florida dangerous for 2 reasons. The first being that monthly payments can jump fast. Insurance can go from $2,000 to $6,000 or more in one renewal. The second is it's harder to sell later because buyers are getting scared off by these costs. People think Florida is cheap, but that's not the case anymore. Number 2 is Massachusetts. Massachusetts is tough because price growth has outpaced incomes for years. The first problem is that they're very slow supply. Homes rarely hit the market, so bidding wars never stop. The second problem is the high cost of living. Even good incomes struggle against mortgage plus tax plus insurance costs. The third problem is that there's difficult landlord laws. If you plan to rent, the state makes it slow, strict, and expensive. The fourth problem, old homes everywhere. Buyers take on huge repair bills. Most people don't realize Massachusetts is quietly one of the most expensive places to buy in the entire country. Most people think the worst state is California, New York, Florida, but it's not. The number one worst state to buy real estate in 2026 is one almost no one talks about. Even though people are leaving, taxes are rising, insurance is climbing, and buyers are quietly getting crushed. Let's get into it. Louisiana is the number one worst state to buy real estate in 2026, and here's why. First is the insurance companies are leaving. Floods, storms, and hurricanes created a massive insurance crisis. Some homeowners have seen insurance jump by thousands overnight. The second is climate risk rising fast. More storms equals more damage, equals higher premiums, equals lower demand. Third being very slow appreciation. Prices barely move in many areas, making it hard to build wealth. Fourth being high risk and low reward. You take on the danger of storms, the stress of repairs, and the pressure of insurance, but values don't grow fast enough to make it worth the pain. The fifth is shrinking population. People are leaving for states with cheaper insurance and better job growth. Louisiana has great culture, great food, and great people, but as a real estate investment or long-term buy, it's a tough deal in 2026. The real shock is this. Insurance used to be a small part of owning a home. Now, it can be the biggest cost. And the states with the worst insurance issues, Florida, Louisiana, New Jersey, parts of New York, are becoming harder to buy in because lenders won't approve loans without proper coverage. This means homes are harder to buy and harder to sell. This is a dangerous combo. If you're trying to buy a home in 2026, here's the simple rule. Buy where the math makes sense, not where the hype is loud. Look for growing population, strong job market, affordable insurance, healthy supply, good landlord laws, good schools, homes that don't destroy your budget. A house should make life better, not harder. If you feel discouraged, you're not behind. The market is hard, even for people with good money. Buying is not about being perfect. It's about being patient, smart, and picking a place where your money has room to grow. The worst states on this list are not bad places. They're just tough financial deals in 2026. You deserve a home that gives you freedom, not stress. I want to give you something almost nobody talks about. The hidden risks that make some states even worse for buying real estate in 2026. These risks don't show up on Zillow. They don't show up in listings. They don't show up in photos, but they hit homeowners hard once they move in or once they try to sell. The first hidden risk is infrastructure decline. Some states on this list have aging roads, bridges, water systems, and power grids. When states fall behind in repairs, homeowners end up paying the price. Insurance goes up, taxes go up, repair bills go up. A home is more than the walls, it's the system around it. If the state is falling behind, homeowners feel it first. The second hidden risk is that insurance is re-rating shock. A lot of people don't know this, but insurance companies don't raise premiums slowly. When they decide a region is risky, they can raise the rates by thousands in 1 year. Many states in this list are in the middle of that. This means someone buying a home thinking the insurance is $2,400 and next year is $6,000. That is not a small jump. That can destroy a budget. The third hidden risk is slow job growth. If the job market in your state isn't growing, home values struggle. People don't move there. Businesses don't expand. Younger families leave. When jobs move out faster than the people who move in, the housing market becomes one big waiting game, and owners get stuck trying to sell. The fourth hidden risk is population drain. This is the biggest red flag of all. When more people leave a state than enter it, everything changes. Lower demand, lower prices, slower appreciation, fewer buyers, more sellers competing, longer time in the market. This makes it harder to build wealth and harder to exit when life changes. The fifth hidden risk is extreme weather pressure. Storms, fires, floods, and heat waves don't just cause damage, they trigger higher insurance, lower demand, and tougher lending laws. Some states on this list are hit with weather risk almost every season. Buyers aren't prepared for how expensive weather risk becomes over a 30-year mortgage. Here's the truth. A home isn't just a roof and walls. It's a financial ecosystem. And if that ecosystem is failing, you feel the stress every month. This is why knowing the worst states matters. It's not negativity, it's protection. You work too hard for your money to put it somewhere that drains you. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. And thank you for watching.